You're sitting on your couch, you're scrolling through Instagram, you see your friend who is vegan, eating smoothies and salads and all these weird colorful meals. His or her skin is clear, they're working out, they look sexy, and you're like, wow, I'm so happy for them.
It's time to be happy for yourself too. Eat more plants. Eat more plants. Peace everyone, and welcome back to the Subconscious Express YouTube channel. My name is Tanika, and on this channel I film holistic health and lifestyle content that interests you. For sure, just subscribe. Today we're gonna get into 10 reasons why you should eat a more whole foods plant-based diet. There might be a bonus at the end too. Maybe, I don't know. But stay tuned. So just for a little context, a whole foods plant-based diet is pretty much foods that are minimally processed, foods that come straight from the earth. Okay, from farm to plate. It's considered a whole food plant-based diet. Now, there are a lot of variations of a whole foods plant-based diet. You can be vegan on a whole foods plant-based diet. You can be paleo on a whole foods plant-based diet. You can be a pescatarian on a whole foods plant-based diet. So plant-based is not synonymous with vegan. So one, eating a whole foods plant-based diet can improve your health, namely because it's full of nutrients that the body needs. There is minimal waste and maximum nutrients.
Increasing your nutrient intake can support your vital organs and prevent risk of disease.
Work with a nutritionist, a dietitian, or trial and error, because ultimately nobody's the expert of your body like you can be. The number 2 reason is that it's one of the best things each individual can do for this planet. Now, I'm not telling everybody to go vegan, but what I am saying, the more plants you eat is the reduced demand that they have to expand on the livestock industry. There's also a study from UCLA that I'll link below that shows a lot of the benefits that the planet can have if we switch over to a plant-based diet. A lot of the land that they're using to feed, for example, the cows, can be farmed to grow food forest for people, right? Same thing with the usable water. They have to hydrate these animals, but humans can drink the water and eat other foods that can grow on these lands themselves. This is going to reduce carbon emissions, and it can have a very strong and powerful effect on the environment. So a whole foods plant-based diet can not only improve your health, but it can also be a viable solution to climate change. Nobody can reverse the effects of climate change like we can. Reason number 3 is that it can aid in weight loss. Plant-based foods, namely a lot of fruits, they have a lot of water and they have a lot of enzymes. So water is going to help you feel a lot more full, and as a result, you're going to consume a lot less food. When the body cannot eliminate waste, it just stores it as fat. So yes, if there are toxins in your environment or toxins that you're ingesting through your food and your elimination systems are backed up, your body will store the waste or toxins as fat. And now when you're consuming a diet rich in enzymes, the enzymes have the ability to break down these fat molecules and aid in eliminating them from your body. So this will help with weight loss. So this 4th reason is that a plant-based diet can improve your digestion or reduce the impact that eating a lot of food throughout the day has on the digestive system. The standard American diet is a diet that has a large quantity of meat, processed foods, processed sugars, right? The American diet is referred to as SAD, Standard American Diet. And it is essentially that because the American people are severely depressed and health problems are skyrocketing. The pharmaceutical industries are rich. You want clean skin? Address your digestion. If you have bad breath, address your digestion. If you have a health condition, address your digestion. These things can all be improved and managed through your digestive system. When you're eating plant-based foods, these are foods that have low calories, and all a calorie is pretty much is just the energy that the body needs to metabolize whatever food you consume. So it goes from the food that you can identify to its more simple molecular makeup. So how can it go from this whole complex structure to a simple molecule or even element? The human body's onto something. Now, when you're eating plant-based foods, they have lower calories, but they're a higher yield when it comes to nutritional value and nutritional intake. So when your body utilizes less energy in digestion, it can use more energy for you to think, have a clearer mind, heal and repair your cells, and eliminate waste. So the fifth reason kind of ties into the fourth reason, and it will tie into the sixth reason. So the fifth reason is that it can improve your gut health. If you watched my video on the microbiome in the gut, then you already have an idea of where I'm going with this. If you did not watch that video, I'm going to link it in the comments below, and I recommend that you watch it just for reference. We have a large concentration of neurons within our guts. And so everything that goes on in our body has to be processed within the brain. So this is called the gut-brain axis. When we're eating, we're not eating to satisfy anything other than the bacteria and the microorganisms in our gut. When their needs are not met, then our body cannot function. It creates a pathway to dis-ease or imbalance within the body. So when you're eating a whole foods plant-based diet, it is easy for these plant-based foods to be broken down and for your gut bacteria to take what it needs and eliminate what it does not. Another way that a plant-based diet can improve your gut health is that your food, when they're plants, grow in the soil, and the soil is full of the same microorganisms that complement the microorganisms in your body. And if not, it can introduce your gut to new microorganisms, and they're just going to add on to the community. They're going to be like, once you introduce them to your body, they're going to be like, hey, we like you, let's be friends. Now we live here, right? And so this is going to improve your health by introducing new bacteria to your gut or feeding the existing bacteria in your gut. The body has its own intelligence. It'll do whichever one it needs to do. So the sixth reason is that it can improve your mental health. When the bacteria in your gut are satisfied and they have everything they need, guess what? They're happy. And within our gut is a large amount of neurons. I think it's like one of the largest deposit of nerve endings. These nerve endings communicate to the brain, just like every single thing that happens within the human body is registered in the brain. Nothing misses it. And so a large quantity of the signals that is passed from our body to our brain is in our gut. And when you're feeding those gut bacteria and they're happy, so is your mental health, so is your mind. Plant-based foods tend to have a lot more flavor. Think about it. If you eat a chicken, right? The chicken goes from farm to your plate and you don't add no plants to it, no herbs, no spices that come from the plants, then you have bland chicken. White people don't even eat bland chicken no more. They actually like seasoning now. So plant-based foods are a lot more flavorful than anything else, processed foods included, right? Because plant-based foods have their own natural flavors. They have naturally occurring sugars. They have naturally occurring like acids, which register as spicy, you feel me? Or just like mild flavors. Even the bitter ones can be added to meals in certain ways that like add a complexity that you can enjoy. So plant-based foods have a lot more flavor. And just a note on processed foods, yes, they can make synthetic sugars, but once your tongue gets accumulated to the natural stuff, then like the processed stuff becomes almost secondary. You can consume it and your brain will still get excited because these are synthetic chemicals that are engineered to do exactly what they do. These are synthetic foods that are engineered to do exactly what they do. They're engineered to create that same excitement and trigger a dopamine response. They're made to have you acting like an addict, like this food is amazing and I want it again.
And again, and again, as much as I can. I'm gonna eat it until I have to unbuckle my pants.
Yes, those foods will still have that reaction, but you'll be able to notice. You'll be able to notice and just be aware of the difference. You'll taste how natural flavors taste and you'll actually like it a lot more. You'll also be a lot more in tune with your energy levels after you consume these foods. Once you start adding more plants into your diet, you'll be a lot more aware. Now, never within my days would I have known that I would make a decent money cooking for other people, right? I would have never saw myself. I still don't consider myself a chef, but more like a personal cook. Like, whatever you like to eat, if it's plants, I could put it together and make it taste good, right? And so that's what I've been doing, and I've been making money with that. I would have never guessed. And it's one of my favorite things to do. Why? Because it sparks my creativity. It allows me to be creative. I'm putting colors together, I'm putting flavors together, I'm putting together foods that I would be like, under normal circumstances, or if I still followed a standard American diet, or I'm Jamaican, so I never really had a standard American diet. I would have never tried a lot of the foods that I've tried. I would have never put together a lot of the meals that I've put together, but eating a plant-based diet has sparked my creativity. When you get tasks done, there's literally a chemical response. You get satisfied from getting a task done. So when you try new things, you are creating a new pattern of overcoming challenges. And I think that's one of the greatest patterns that anyone can develop within their lives. The ability to overcome challenges, to venture out into the unknown. And you can do that in your kitchen. Plant-based foods elicits more creativity, and I think that's something that anybody can enjoy. If you consume a more whole foods plant-based diet, you can balance your hormones. And like in my personal experience, I've definitely, since changing my diet, have been able to balance my hormones. In the past, I would have irregular periods. If you guys want me to go into that and like share my personal experience with that in another video, I can, but I would have irregular periods, long periods. Now I'm down to 3 heavy days, and the first day and the last day is spotting, so a total of 5 days, and I'm hoping to just get down to 3 days. So I'm hoping like the more that I cleanse, the more that I detox, the more that I fast, then my moon cycle will be an all-around more beautiful experience. So you can balance your hormones on a whole foods plant-based diet. And one of the other things that comes out of having balanced hormones is better sleep. Because all of our human experience is literally just chemicals, right? And so when we're not getting enough melatonin, when our internal clocks are not, aligned with nature or just aligned with our schedules, then it interferes with our ability to rest. So when you're eating a whole foods plant-based diet, the body can regulate itself. A tip, consume adaptogens. Adaptogens get your body to balance itself out. So if your hormones are imbalanced, you can consume adaptogen. Look into adaptogens and see which one is going to help you for whatever it is that you need. But a whole foods plant-based diet can for sure help you to improve your sleep. And sleep is going to help everything in your life. Your immune system, your skin, your stress levels, your mental health, like improve. Plant-based diet, dog, it helps everybody. A plant-based diet can also improve your sex life. Yes. You have increased energy, increased blood flow, increased relaxation, especially for women. If you cannot relax, then you cannot enjoy sex. I'm talking from experience. If you cannot relax, you cannot enjoy sex. So the more you are able to relax, the more you're able to improve your circulation, the more you are able to balance your hormones, the more you are able to increase your energy levels. Here goes the Twilight reference, revealing to you guys how much of a nerd I am. You know when Edward and, what's his name? Dang, I haven't watched Twilight in a minute. But you know when Edward and Sis got married, how they locked up in the crib and they were just going at it? That could be you. Lock up in the house with your person. Just go on bad. Yeah, you know what? Go on bad. Yeah, eat a plant-based diet. Eat a plant-based diet. But those are some reasons. I hope a reason spoke to you. I hope a reason inspired you. Nothing stays the same once you make that one change. Like once you change your diet, nothing else is the same.